we have... And we have pressed the big red Go Live button, and we are in Fury Live, and Aegon is no longer one of my moderators. Also, that looks slightly off there. Right, game is up. Link is in the description. Let's play some Mahjong in preparation for tomorrow when I will crash out of the last 32 at the second attempt this time, actually. We crashed out of the first attempt back in spring. We'll crash out in the festive one as well. And eventually, somebody may decide to time out Aegon out of spite, and then I'll probably give him his moderator status back. That's probably the sequencing of events that's going to happen here, but we shall see. So anyway, how are we, people, other than Aegon, who is apparently just screaming at me? Oh, sobbing. Well, sobbing, screaming, same difference. You made it! And now you can crush us at Mahjong. Well, I say us. Currently, it's me and Aegon here. Debbie might be around as well. I don't know yet. I am showing 4 viewers, so potentially. We have 3 people currently here. Kyril is here. Hello. Kyril, you can now have the ability to time out Aegon whenever you wish. This is executive power that I've given you for the duration of possibly this stream, because he decided to sing Wheels on the Bus in chat. I feel that might have been abusive, so I guess we're going to add him as a moderator again. There we go. Aegon is now a moderator of the channel. It has been done. He has been suitably punished. I have not removed the wheels on the bus. That wasn't me. That was Kyril exacting my will. Oh dear. But no, I did nothing. That was not me. My hands are completely clean of the incident. Of course, he'll come back now as another person who we can just time out anyway, because he is not a moderator. That mumbling historian who definitely isn't Aegon on another channel. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Anyway, we have 3 up for the match. Let's see if we can get a 4th up. I've given Aegon the power of moderatorship, so he can choose whether he wants to remove that the second Wheels on the Bus song. Kyril says, yeah, absolutely. Kyril has the power. I mean, he's always had that power, but, you know, normally you can't moderate a battle. Okay, so we have Kyril, Aegon, Kung Pao Debbie, and myself. Let's get on with this then. I haven't actually played at all since the qualification event, so I may be a little rusty. Hopefully, that's not going to affect me too bad. We'll see. Anyway, reasonable starting hand, Yaku High, we're starting west. And, yeah, we'll just get rid of south to follow at this point. I've been doing a lot of tile efficiency games at this stage, and I was about to do that if nobody was going to jump in any short order. Good news, Debbie will be in this country in, I think it's 3 weeks. We'll pass the first one. Hand's not quite there. So we may be playing a couple of games of Washizu Jong against the chat, which we will announce ahead of time. Most likely it's going to be the 28th of December. We'll also do our traditional end-of-year stream as well. We shall see. People can drop out in and out as and when they are required to do so. Right. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I was already in queue. I queued up before once I realised somebody had already decided to sign up. It's my usual procedure to make sure I get into game 1. And also to speed up my preparations for just starting the stream early. Which, we have started the stream early, in fairness. I'll take the second one because we kind of have to. I have a sudden image of Aegon just mentally screaming Wheels on the Bus as he comes for murder. But we'll see. Tile efficiency says 6. I'd normally like to hang on to that 6, but we'll see. Rise interactive. Oh, Rise, it's been a while since you heard from me. How are you doing? Also, 1 dot. Ultimately, we'll be wanting to use this not as a pair, so we probably want to be getting rid of a 7 dot rather than anything else here, but we can always call the 7s as well. Oh no, ignore that. Ignore that plan. So 1 call from Tenpai, 2 or 8. I've been wasting 4 AM, I promise nothing. Oh dear, another one of those days. I thankfully have not been up since 8 AM. But the best thing about working from home is my commute is about 10 minutes, and I have never gotten up later on a weekday to get to work on time. It's kind of worrying anyway. I didn't think petting cats was how Saki worked, but I haven't watched it in some time. Somebody will have to remind me. Alright, so Debbie's made a couple of double calls. We have Tenpai. We have the potential to upgrade this to Toy Toy as well, which we might take. All out aggression from multiple players, but I imagine Kairo's got to be Tenpai from that. Seven of my outs remaining. Has it got Doko? Nope. The wall hates me. Well, you clearly need to be spending more time on that tile efficiency thing. Then it will hate you less. Oh. This feels dodgy. 4 is safe against a triple call. I should be playing that, but we're going to go for value here.
Gone.
Got it. Toy Toy Dragons. Wasn't expecting it that immediately, but... Ouch. I mean, the thing does warn you. The thing does warn you. Some powers. Something I do tweet. It's for the drama. Come back some fun. They are fun. First and Riichi on the 7-man. I mean, there are various times where the first end reach makes sense, but normally it's only in sort of situations where you have a completed hand and you're just trying to upgrade it because you badly need points. In that very limited sense, you first end Riichi a complete hand, hoping to get 2, maybe 3 more Han onto it, if that's what you need. But the other first end, I suppose you'd go for, which you wouldn't normally reach, is the 13-sided Kokushi. If you got it early enough that you want to risk the attempt. But no, it's not a superpower you want to be taking advantage of too often. Meanwhile, yeah, I mean, that's securing value, I suppose. Depends what else you've got with the hand, but you've already got Toy Toy Sananko, which is Mungan in most cases. If not all cases, actually, thinking about this, if you're going Suanko. And I mean, Sananko, Toy Toy, Mungan is not a bad hand by any stretch. I mean, reaching it will get you, what? 1, if you've got Tanyo, then sure, that's Hanneman, but you're only guaranteeing that if you've got an extra Yaku somewhere. Discussing. And true, but you only get 5. Worth 3 though. Cat has decided enough. That is too much petting. You must now stop. Yeah. I've had cats. I know the exact situation. Well, one from Senpai, I should probably have been paying a little more attention to what people have been doing rather than this, but the hands fairly much be going all automatic. I thought would be the ideal draw, didn't get it. Could have possibly swapped out, going for Tenhou. We'll hold this for the moment. Oh, actually, we probably should not hold that. Actually, we got 3/8 gal there. No, we just know a cat changes what it wants on a regular basis.
Home.
It's a temptation to call and go for this.
Home.
We've still got a three-sided calling pattern here, so...
Chi. Home.
Well, we'll take the 2-5 Tenbai. Egan has made a double call. Possible Honitsu. Dora. Okay. Well, if Hagen is going Honitsu with Sosu, that's not ideal. He could be a North-only Toy, I suppose, but... not helpful. Free safe against Hagen. Free should be safe. Well, free might not be safe there. Probably is... Low dots might be what Kara was after, although I have a feeling it's going to be Sozu. Mid-high, most likely, around that 6. Come! Oh, this could be really bad if Egan wins, especially if he's got 1 dots. Although I see a couple of those out, so...
Kang.
Well, I see how this game is going. I don't like it. Yeah, don't like it. White Dragon's okay. I won 1 dot left. Yep.
Gong.
Then double count. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get any further benefit out of that 2000, but... Obviously, not a big loss. No, true. Could have been worse after that second card, but it wasn't. Possibly not the most ideal of plays from me there, but... meanwhile, cards are going off all over the place. I know the feeling. Well, we have double-ton instant Hanneman possibilities. We have double-ton instant Hanneman possibilities. Especially with the extra door in hand. That's what I'm considering for the Hanneman there, but... This is a fairly strong one. Could even have Sanchikyu here. My draws! The jam taps are on full at the moment. That's clearly it. The jam taps are on full. The rest of the hand's not quite there yet, but I can absolutely call stings from now on. And you bet if somebody plays an East, we're carning. Unfortunately, this might lead me to a for a 10 trap, but honestly, the 9 might be played. I don't think he's thumbsing up you, Egan, and if you're hearing me, Thumbs down. Thumbs down. All the way down. Also, what are you doing?
Chi.
Yep, all out attack from here. So we've got 5 dots for up here. Does mean that we do need a 9 or a 6 still. Since we know we're going to need that as a pair there, we'll get rid of that now. He could be going for Kokushi. I doubt that's what he's going for. Also, he can read the chat, obviously, but he could be. But this is Eigen we're talking about. Eigen's probably trying for a Sozu Honitsu and is failing horribly. Aww. You sniped my Hanneman away. Well, he didn't snipe me, really, but, you know. I had a Hanneman going. Oh, well. Ah, well. Yeah? Yeah, see, he was going for that, so he was going for that Itsu. I wouldn't be either. I would not be either. And we don't mind that. I mean, he didn't know about it, and to be fair, that's exactly what he should be doing in that situation, getting a fast hand under the radar to become dealer. Exactly what you want to be doing when somebody, especially the dealer, is going for a big hand. Just get something that's misclick. I bet. How are dragons there? Nope. No dragons for you. Lost. Oh dear. Well, I think we're going for Nageshi with this. Actually, I have no idea what we're going for with this, really. Yeah.
Home.
I mean, that's an option that's starting to develop, but it wasn't the plan. It almost feels like every hand that gets part way to a certain stage, I go accidentally towards this half. It's, Alright. Well, let's lean into this a little bit. This is a bad way to go about things, but we'll see. I've got plenty of backup. I've already given up on the Nageshi anyway, so...
Kang.
Okay, we're staying out of this mess. So, what can we do to stay out of this mess? We got 2 dragons we can't play. We got 7 that's been played early. I think we'll just play a pair of 9s and we'll see what happens. Give it a turn or two.
Chi.
No, aggression is real. So my consideration would be that Dewi could be on Toy Toy, and the discards aren't really revealing a specific integrator of that. We'll hold off and keep 2 reds for safety.
Riichi.
Okay, glad we get those 2 reds for safety then. So Carol on the big attack with the Karn up. Did not get the Apatsu, but it looks like we're going to have another deal around unless one of these 2 can finish things off quite quickly there. We will take that. Alright, so he doesn't have double tone. North's out, so he doesn't have a lot of dealer here. Most likely dot or... It could be dot Honitsu, I suppose, with that. That'd be the high end. He could do Honitsu Pinfu or just reach Tanpin based on that, but considering the worst of what he could have... Oh, we had a lot of power with this hand, in all honesty, the way it was going.
Kang.
Oh, Aegon. Aegon. Why? Why, Aegon? Well, Aegon was in a 1-4 wait for Dragon only, even with all those Dora. Yeah. Typical 1-4. Oh dear. Well,
Home.
Aegon's on the quick attack again. I haven't done quite enough to secure this game yet, but
Home.
securing it will require us getting out of this round. And unfortunately, we just helped the dealer get a repeat, so we'll see. Not going to grab the Wests at this point. Get rid of the 8 right now. And yeah, okay. Carol's taken both of my discards here, so he's probably close. Or if not, he wants to threaten these close anyway. Not much I can do about this either. We'll play our Wests and see what we can do with this, in all honesty. You might be going just Toy Toy Dragons, you might be going Dragon only just to finish a hand off. I don't have enough information yet. Your discards would indicate under normal circumstances just a dot Honitsu, or at least an attempt at it, but I haven't run it south yet. Alright, let's see. One from Riichi Tenpai, at least. Against the dealer double call is a bit aggressive, but we've got a safe tile for it. Not today. Oh yeah, it's very early, but you know. If this is a dealer Mungan number that's about to happen here, that could make it very suddenly not my day. Me having 2 Dora, though, kind of changes the equation on that a little bit. We're going to do that. Not the most optimal of plays, but we want to keep the 2 Dora here. So if we can draw a 3 dot, we got Ipeiko, Ipeiko, Dora 2. And 2 dot might be safe here. Yep. 3-6. Yeah, that'll do.
Riichi.
So top end of Riichi Peiko Dora 2. He's played a Dora after the Reach. He's got to have a hand if he's playing Dora after the Reach. I don't know what hand he's got, but he's got to have something.
Sumo.
Doesn't matter. We'll take some points off him anyway. Reach, Sumo, 2 Dora. Effective Hanneman, effective Mungan. Plus Reach taking 2 repeats, of course. So moving on to the south round, and we've drawn a pair of Easts. Perfect. Swing and a miss. Yeah, but 2 goals. And Holasif. Right now I've picked up the first significant hand of the game, and that has given me a 17,000 lead over Aegon, annoyingly. Well, I say annoyingly, actually. He's not played too badly, he's just played confusingly. And can't too much. I have to do some proper maths on that, but... This is Tarzan Confusion. Yes, very, very true. This is very much Tarzan Confusion. And this is very much me going for not a lot now that I'm in the lead. That's a help. Alright, drop a 9. Drop a 6 next turn, see what we can do. Alright, Debbie's on the attack.
Home.
So now we've got a double... do I want to play safe against Debbie already? I might have to. Alright, let's play a resale. We're not going to likely be using them anyway, and getting rid of alien wins in uncertain situations is usually a good plan. I don't know if we're just trying to dodge at this point. Most likely she's got Toy Toy of some kind. Maybe Toy Toy with a bonus dragon at this point. The one left would be white, I guess. She could also have South. If she wants South, she doesn't have it yet. So we'll assume Toy Toy and just discard our pairs out a bit for... Or at least discard what's already on the table. Then we'll see what we can do. Most likely we're just staying out of this hand. Yeah, Adora's a safe tile, but equally I don't want to give them... Oh, actually, they've all played Adora. Okay, fine. Shows what attention I'm playing, and also we're 1 from Tempai again if we can get this South to pass.
Home.
Going into a South only weight if it's the 5 or 8 that gets played here. Oh, S6 is safe. If it doesn't do much, it'd be much better if I could discard this south, but it's not a safe tile right now.
ポン
God damn it. Oh well. Play the 4-man. Got one more draw to go through. We got various bits that should be safe. But what have people got? Nobody's got anything. Okay, fine. We can absolutely live with this when we're in the lead. Not entirely. You lost it. It is a big deal this late in the game when you're not in the lead. Chasing a lead, they're essential. The worst thing, though, is when you got the lead and you're suddenly Arbor Dealer, because then that's when somebody's going to finally get that buyman they've been trying to get all game. But alas, I'm absolutely happy to take that position while I'm in the lead, so let's see what happens. Not really too much I can do development-wise on this hand, other than possibly force a Sanchku, but I mean, I'll be tempted, but it's probably not a good idea until we've at least got one of them drawn. So we shall see. Most likely we're just going to be getting rid of the one of these 9/7s. I could wait a turn. We know we've got to get rid of one of these anyway. We can always downgrade that back to a pair. I can't turn on my chair. Good. YouTube is doing its job. I mean, I already informed you that I was streaming, but you know, nice to know somebody else is doing it. Who? YouTube. I mean, it's the other streaming service that you have abandoned. And I've at least abandoned twice. Yeah, I mean, if he's playing Mahjong, maybe. At least you can poke him and tell him he's terrible. Alright, we're gonna... I don't know if we're still seriously going for this or not, but let's have a look at the Sanchku side of things then. I see. You apparently believe there's a knockoff version of Chiral wandering around, do you?
地
Hey, Lagon!
Gong.
And that is Debbie with the win. Silent. And it was Pinfu. Oh, she had the Pinfu possible Itsu. Double Dora as well. Well, that was a good hand. As dealer, that's a godsend of a hand, really. Well, she's now only 6,000 behind, so she's got a good shot at this. Meanwhile, this thing.
Home.
Egan has decided all-out attack is the best way to go from here. I'm wishing him luck with that, having discarded the 8. Okay.
Riichi.
Also, good on you, Cairo. This is a good hand. Oh, how much do I care about this? Well, we've got a safe tile guarantee. We can try Vesudi here, but... Alright. Let's be risky.
Ron.
I'll take that bet. I know I said that after the thing had happened, but you know. Sensitive fate to the 5 minute, it worked. Still, 2 hands for a victor to be decided. We'll play the south now. At this point, a lot. Not that much. Yeah, I mean, he can sumo that, in all fairness. He doesn't need that much of its direct, so he's not in a terrible position by any means. So what you're saying is your hand is brilliant.
Home.
This might be a little bit of a push, but honestly, dealer turn, getting a few things. They are a little bit, but I know why they're there. But it's always the late ones on the tiles you know nobody can have.
Chi.
Just for the stresses of it. We'll keep the possibility of keeping Midori in hand. About 1 from Tenpai for that.
Chi.
Well, didn't want to have to do that, but I'll take it. So Tenpai on a 4-7. For Dragon and nothing else. But a potential buffer depending on how this goes, so we'll take it. Went aggressive, gained 500 points of everybody. You're welcome. That was totally worth it. And with that 2,000 extra gap. Oh, what is this? Okay, fine. Well, I'm glad I got those 2,000 points. I don't think I'm getting any more at the moment. Problem is, the rest of the hand's quite good. If I had a couple of these paired, this would be perfect. Even if they weren't bonus tiles, it wouldn't be too bad. Oh dear. Oh well. Let's go around the houses then. Discarding until we get something useful. Ah, no, this is fine. I've had a lot of good luck this game, so this is fine. Of course it doesn't. If you lose, it's clearly rigged against you. And if you win, but it takes you longer than it should, clearly the tables are not fair. And then you get into the discussion of true random versus actual random, which, you know, is a discussion that gets had about a lot about any kind of luck-based game. Me, wibbliness happens, deal with it. Well, we've almost got rid of all of our honor tiles, having drawn useful Tenhou tiles all the way down so far. Slightly dealing is Hagen, and I can't kill him. Yep, you can't kill Hagen. I didn't realise how low on points he actually was, but yeah. Done it. If I could have got more, if I'd have noticed and got more Doro, or at least forced a two-hand hand. Well, I guess maybe we're forcing this then. Because what would it take? It wouldn't take much.
Chi.
I think he's more worried about me killing Hagen than himself, but it is a consideration that he can't really reach. But yeah, he doesn't have to take the reach. It just obviously means he's down for a 10, then all the nonsense happens. No, you'll be dead, sir. If we strike you down, you'll be dead. Tamagotchi. Gotcha. Flush. Now to play the left-right game. No, I got it wrong. I'm unhappy at you for some reason. Tennis Mahjong. I mean, you can't really do tennis with Riichi. Well, actually, no, you could. We could have doubles tennis Mahjong. That could be a thing. Who wants south? Nobody wanted south right there. Okay. Alright, we've got half a shout now. We can even... Well, actually, we still can't really do much else, but... Couldn't work out the score correctly, and that led to somebody's death. That'll hold up in court. It's not the best of weights, in all honesty, but... Not much we're going to do that's better than that. Okay, and then here's the reach. Hagen, deal in. Oh geez, okay. How do I get out of this? Play that. Seven dot was played a turn before the reach, so we'll consider that if we have to, but really we need that 6-man now, otherwise we can't really do much.
Chi.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Hello, Draconis. Just made a bad decision, but still. Alright, so that ends the game because he's got 2 Han. He's gone Reach and Sumo, which immediately gives him enough points to bust Aegon out. It does put him second, though. I don't know if he calculated that or whether that was just the incidental as he went round. But yeah, if you had Reach and Sumo, you were always killing Aegon with that. But killing my wife is not allowed, sir. You can definitely go next. You don't have to jump in, though. We have quite a few people trying to get in now. You have struck me down. Now I will be back. No worries. I would sign up quite quickly, though. I would actually have suggested going into the lobby while the game was still in progress, but... Poor Aegon. Indeed. Poor Aegon. He is our Lord and Saviour, but he busts out when he's back in his Aegon form. When he transforms for tournaments, then we see the power of Aegon. I'm not sure whether I should fix this or not. No, somebody else has decided to unmoderate that. If anybody has any questions about that, she is my wife. She's allowed to kill people if she wants, especially when they're deaf. So, you know. I know, but it sets a precedent that my wife can give death threats in the chat and nobody can do anything about it. Well, I'm assuming we have Draconis and we have Lady Red, so... And we have the more powerful than possibly imagined Aegon. Okay, no. We didn't have Draconis. Alright, let's see what we got. No, Kyril has returned for another attempt at glory. And now we're going to see if Aegon is truly more powerful than we can possibly imagine. Okay, Dragon was passed. Or there was just random Twitch Tenhou delay, which is definitely a thing.
Boom.
Alright, we're going to hold off and just see if we can get this to pin through by just drawing the intermittent tiles we need. Other than that, we'll see what we can just do. Caffeine and marshmallows is a thing. The good news is I do have plenty of tea and coffee in. Guess we've got the ones here. Doesn't need much, but the 9s are more likely to be my pair than the other ones just because of the way this is set up. Okay, one closed drawer. Yeah, a few times actually. And some bacon coffee as well, actually. Actually, no, I don't know if I've still got the pumpkin spice. I thought you took that, actually. But I've had some of the bacon coffee. Yeah, that's why I thought you took it back home with you, didn't you? I definitely don't have it in, but I have the bacon coffee still, which I know you didn't like, so I do drink that occasionally. It's weird. Yeah, pumpkin spice coffee. Because in America, they pumpkin spice everything. I might just dot into that 9. Hey. It was interesting, yeah. Interesting, exactly the word for it. But I'll occasionally drink it. Yeah. Bacon-flavoured coffee. Actually, maple bacon-flavoured coffee. And I like candied bacon for breakfast on pancakes, but, you know, that kind of madness with coffee is a bit weird. Right, not quite returning the favour to Kyril just yet. didn't even notice bacon coffee. Well, I mean, it's not a usual thing for your brain to connect, so let's be honest about this. Bacon, candied bacon on pancakes, absolutely. That flavor in coffee, yeah.
Riichi.
No, there's no chance of getting anything extra out of this, so we'll just stay in the 1, 2, 4 wait. At least it doesn't look as if we want the things, so... Yes, but what if you combine them? Well, I tolerate it. I'm not sure I like it. I'll at least have it occasionally. But I don't drink normal coffee that often, I've got to be honest. Well, if I drank it when I thought I would be punished, I'd be drinking it daily.
Wrong.
Meanwhile, thank you, Egan. We'll take that, even though it's the least valuable out for us. Riichi Tenhou, 32. Well, getting some of the gap back at least.
Home.
Yes, but then the adult cook learns there are rules that you can bend in cookery. Especially in the name of creation and art. Well, that being said, I do follow the rulebook. I do follow the cookbooks more than I should, perhaps. Yeah, as I say, well, maple is basically syrupy, sugary stuff anyway, so that's just sweet coffee. That's fine. I normally have my coffee quite sweet because, yeah. But I'm a tea drinker. I live in a nation of tea drinkers. Coffee has ruined tea, as we have established many, many times. Well, bacon on pancakes is what I've normally had it with maple syrup on top, but you know. Anyway, I don't have any bacon in. I think that's the takeaway I'm going to take from this. I have no bacon currently in, so therefore stop talking about bacon. Though I do concede bacon and coffee and the mixture thereof is probably a more interesting thing to talk about than Mahjong right now. It probably isn't. Oh dear. Alright, Lady Red has a dragon. Well, I mean, we can get bacon. I mean, what I'd actually get is probably just a bit of pork belly and then just marinate it for ages and, you know, just cut bacon out of that, but...
Tea.
Yeah, bacon coffee. It's genuinely a thing. I have it. Also, I really need to start being more aware of the table at this point, so let's play the 5.
Home.
Okay, let's not play the 5. Everybody wants in. But if nothing else, we've activated Aegon, so we can use that to our advantage coming up. Play the 7. Yeah, we'll follow up for the moment. Carl's Vila, so we'll be semi-respectful to him here and just see what he's up to.
Home.
Okay, so 2 calls from Lady Red. Gotta be close, if not there. Lemon curry's not bad. Alright, Aegon grabs Aegon loses 1,000 points to Lady Red. Okay. but my dealership. Let's see what we can pull off from this. Okay. I mean, it's not... Lemon is not the focus of it, but lemon in curry is not bad. Because that's exactly what you should be doing. More coconut rice than coconut curry, in all honesty, but... The bacon aided my homework. Welcome to Strange Foods with Shadowhawk in the chat. Not if you're going to advertise it that obviously. God darn it, everybody's got too much food on their brain here. I cooked steak and blue cheese sauce. I made my own blue cheese sauce for the first time. Really dead simple thing, but you know. Oh, god damn it. This is actually quite bad for me, really. Actually, I had no idea, but you know, I'm going to leave that up in the air, and he will have to find out in his own time. Well, we've got a pair. I'm not going to take that, though. Or leave Kyril mystified at my skills. Not really. Worcestershire sauce, blue cheese, cream, bit of butter, and that was it.
Riichi.
Now this is a CG trap.
Dom.
Well, that's just rude of you, sir. And with a double door away as well. Alright, that's fine. Give 1,000 points away, see what happens. I don't know where Aegon's got beer and cheese and cigars with cherries on top going on here, but you know.
Cheese.
Also, bear meat's really awkward to cook from what I have gathered. Yes, please no more Thames soup. We'll have pie and mash though. Because sometimes you're just in the mood for jelly deal. Alright, if we can pair up the one, we've still got this in the Pinfu side of things. So Lady Red though looking at Honitsu, which really makes anything I do here awkward. Especially if Aegon continually plays Manzu tiles. I've scared Debbie off with the idea of eel pie. Or the traditional pie and mash shop. Completely scared her off it.
Riichi.
Alright, reach Pinfu. 5-8 for Ipatsu. Nope. There are a number of these missing, but equally... well, that indicates what weight I'm on, really. Now,
Dong.
okay, apparently it didn't indicate it that well. But anyway, reach into Andorra. Got some easy points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. I'm in third. I need all of you. Well, the Zora Dragon passed. Might have been worth trying to keep, but we'll see. Ultimately, I don't think this hand's going to quite get there fast enough to be relevant, but we'll see. Not enough eels. I'm being distracted by food. This is very much a food chat. Kyril has Khan from the lead, so he's got something interesting.
Riichi.
Well, I'll put that advice, Draconis, under the not on my watch bracket.
Chi.
It's very much your school of Mahjong, and I appreciate that, but that's not my school of Mahjong. What, you mean the Nageshi I've got on? I mean, I guess technically I've got it on. It's a very low stakes game, this is true. And the food discussions just keep on coming. Alright, well... really what I should do here is start calling to snipe a certain somebody's thing, but equally we can get Tanyo here and then we can see what we can do. Somebody's going to call, I was about to say, somebody's going to call that out of spite. Or that was going to be the Tenhou lag. I don't know if South's safe here. I don't think South is safe. Actually, South is definitely safe. It just might get called. I'm going to last 2 more turns to steal a Mungan here. I'm still in this! I want to make 1 more draw, 1 more discard, and Kyril can't win on the Haite. This is exactly how it happened last time I nearly got this darn hand. Kyril is going to win on the Haite. Darn it! That was worse! You gave me false hope, you game. False hope. Alright, 2-man, 7-man right now. Oh, actually, this is last discard here. So I had to call off that. If anybody asks, I played safe for that last discard. Oh dear. Again, that wasn't really the plan, but equally I didn't have anything else to do. Alright, this though is a hand. Love to draw another red dragon right this moment, but if not, we'll see what we can do without it. Yeah, we're definitely holding on to the dragons. Yeah, if taking the pond, I'd have possibly managed it, but oh well. Alas, you can't have everything. But surely the point of Carning was to get the reach. I mean, reaching when there's a card on the board is default practice. Your reaches are just that much better. But I mean, it didn't pay off, but there was, you know.
Home.
Alright, so we've got Sozu Honitsu up top, or possibly a Tenhou. Rush. She has had her last dealer turn, so she might try to seriously push for something. We've got 2 Dora in our hands, so we can assume that if it is going to be anything, it's going to be half flush only. I don't have enough that I can call with right now. And we're going to be pinned down by these 2 that I've kept, but we could really do with one of those coming off. Dora free. Okay.
Riichi.
For safe. White safe. Good news about Egan reaching. He's going to draw anything he, you know. We can get around things. We can also possibly get this back and get a Pinfu. If I can draw a 2 dot. That's too safe.
Sumo.
Alright, Egan C mode. Reach Sumo Dora. Slightly noisy with Dora free. Possible Honitsu, but wasn't really happening around that in all honesty. So last dealer turn, we need a lot to do it this round. I mean, actually, Among Us Sumo would do it this round in all fairness, and we have just drawn Dora. So reach Tenhou, Pinfu, Dora, Sumo. We got there, said Sumo, but yeah, okay. Dora 4 with Dora 5, indeed. Well, this is potential. This is a lot of potential now. Okay. 2 away. With options.
Riichi.
Let's go with that. Because I'm not going to do any better than a 3-sided weight as dealer. For pretty much the hand I wanted. Ah, no Ipatsu. Oh well. We also can't eliminate Egan on randomly with this, so we'll see. 147. Darn it. 147. Nope.
Dom.
I'm slightly annoyed at that. There we go. my fast 147. GG. Ah, well. Unfortunately, I'm not last, so I managed to make the last place avoidance thing happen, but good game to Cairo. And yeah, I had no idea you were on the 7th man weight. I just decided I was kind of, you know, being weird and facetious out of it, so, you know. Don't worry too much. I wasn't being massively psychic and predicting your weight. This time. I have done it in the past, but not that time. I predicted you're on a Honitsu of some kind, which, you know, means I'm not going to likely be playing the 7s, unless I can confirm they're safe ahead of time. But, you know. Aegon ruined that. I mean... Can't just say Aegon ruined that. You ruined the thing. In fairness, though, winning when somebody else has a big hand is probably the easiest way to stop them winning with their big hand. Because, I mean, defending and not going anywhere doesn't really help you. It prevents you losing more points than you would if he draws it, but it doesn't actually stop him winning the hand anyway, so... Yes, as Debbie has said, he sumoed in the pool. We have 6 people here. Come on, one of you's got to get in. 6 people in the lobby. I'm in. Yes, Soul's legendary bit of advice. Alongside Tanya. Well, Aegon is back. As is the Lady Red, and we like this hand. Well, let's see what we can do here. Definitely not biased. Nope, nope, not in the slightest. Nope. Definitely not biased, Cairo. Definitely not. Nope, definitely not biased. Well, maybe 1-2-3 Sanchku is an outside possibility here, so that's what I think we'll try and go for. I'll get rid of one of these pairs, and given that that's the hand we're going for, we'll get rid of the 4s here. We all secretly want Aegon to win. We all want Aegon to secretly be good. Which sounds especially mean, but it would... We want Aegon to one day, without anyone getting any hints of it, suddenly play at an 8th Dan level. And then never play like that again.
Chi.
I think that is my dream scenario for Aegon playing Mahjong. It happened once. Well, you say it happened once. I'm not convinced it did. We watched that game afterwards, remember? If it's the one I'm thinking of, anyway. Happens when it counts. Well, I guess this is true. Well, we've got an outside chance of still pulling this off, but it's... This is not a hand I should really be going for as dealer. Aegon is just sandbagging. Always sandbagging. I'm losing myself to just 2 tiles that help me. This is not good tile efficiency by any means. If I draw a 5, I'm really kind of ruined from this, and that's all the freeze gone. Nope, there's one more free left out there, which I've got to get if I want this hand to work. So, 2 so for a Hellweight. Nope. It's got to be that way around now because he won't play the free, so he'll can it. I might discard the free.
Home.
She as well, actually. I just realised it's the lady on my left, not Chiral. So all right, Jun Chan sounds you. Hell wait, and I can win on Machankan.
Home.
Sumo.
Darn it. See, that was a much better thing. Yeah, in fact, yeah. Oh well. It was not a good hand to go for his dealer anyway, from that position, but it's what happened. Should have kept that a bit looser, might have got there a bit quicker. Who knows? Still. We got close, and that's the important bit. A Mongan hand that nobody else will ever know of. A potential Shankan Hanneman. Just because. And what's more sucky than that? Aiming for a ridiculous hand type all the time. Yes. Alright, getting there. So, hope to draw a 9, be on a 7 dot only, which wouldn't be pin food, but I would go for it anyway, or hope to draw a 6, go into a 7-4. Well, I mean, we don't like dragons here. Well, we don't like anybody else having dragons, anyway. I'm kind of giving up the chance of the extra one there, but they got more chances of getting a pin through along this line.
Riichi.
That could have been dangerous because it 2-3 could have been on a 147 vein, but mind you, how am I discarding a 5 dot against this? 4 wasn't any safer if I'd have drawn that, in all honesty. Oh well, that's Lady Red with her Mungan, and I am suddenly in third again, having done not a lot this whole game. 2 nearly hands. I don't mind a repeat here. Okay, water draw, start again. Clearly East is the play here, Lady Red. Ah! Darn it. That happened on Soul, and I got so much abuse when... It nearly happened this 2 times in a row, but I was the last person that actually had a decent hand in the last one. There's North, so... Yeah, I got so much abuse for not allowing it to do that for a second time. Well, as much abuse... Well, I say abuse, I got emoji spam to death, which is why I continually turn it off in Soul. Anyway. It's when you turn down the chance to it, that's when you get all the darn emotes. Or people want to continually go through the motion of starting hands up over and over and over again. Snug? Could be. Could very well be, sir. Well, need to draw a 7-man soon, but we could potentially turn this into a reasonable hand. Actually, that was a good draw. Hey, call for it, and occasionally they come. Another 7-1 man would be awesome as well, because that gives us our double run. Get rid of a 9s, and then dodge the egg and reach. Now we can dodge it for this round for certain, so we'll see. DVB calls.
Sumo.
And Aidan gets a reach sumo. And takes the, well, takes 3rd place away from me with that. Right, so I'm now in last by a deal among them. All because I've done nothing this game. How very typical. It was the only answer I could give to that. The only answer I could give. Alright, let's see if I can give her a 3rd Yaku High in the bro. Nope, not quite. Goodness is his hand's quite quick. Can draw the 3 and there in 2 turns. Yes, but he said he was back. He said he was back, baby, and I decided, you know what? I could time him out and he'd go away again. Nah, it's fine. Who wants a 5-dot? Nobody wanted the 5-dot. I'm disappointed. Right. At least it wasn't singing, although that was soon afterwards. Yeah, absolutely. And also when he gets back now, out of fury of, you know, being timed out. Yeah, she does not have it. I know she doesn't have it, you know. Wasn't 100% safe, true, I'll give you that, but she didn't have it. She has that. She has that. I didn't go basic toy defense, and that has lost me another 8,000 points. Now I've done something. I've dealt in. I've officially done something in this game. Also, now we can work with this. Yes, we're going for another Nageshi here. Double Dora. So his hand's got some legs now.
Riichi.
But we're not going to have the time to finish it by the look of it. But nothing guaranteed safe against that, annoyingly. But the 9 passed.
Riichi.
Yeah. How aggressive do I want to play against a double reach when I'm in last of 8,000 points? Guess the question is, do I...
4
Yeah, I was about to say, if the fork dot comes up, I'm definitely playing it, but... Okay, well that was a cheap nothing hand. Taking Pursuit Reach was almost certainly more valuable, but I still probably would have chased for it. Dora Dragons. Alright, this is a comeback hand. Not going to force things just yet. We'll hold off a turn a little bit or two before we commit to calling everything, but we're not turning down Dora Dragon. Thank you very much. Mongan is ours.
Chi.
Might not be ideal, but we can still get more calls doing this as well, so yeah. Also, if we draw a 9, we can go into E8, I suppose. More than that, I'm just putting a threat up, so... There we go, 6-9.
Long.
Thank you very much, Aegon. You can always rely on me to deal in when I need them. Yeah, White Dragon Dora, rounded up. Mongan, so... Yeah, it reduces. We might be able to get ourselves out of the last place of this. North to begin. Now, this is our last dealer turn, so we need some reasonable points here if we can manage it. I mean, I'm not sure Siege Trap would have mattered too much, depending on things, but... Well, it wouldn't have given me a possible pair, because that was the thing. I need to draw something else I already had in my hand if I discarded the 6-pin. So... I don't know. When you made 2 calls, you really need to have your pair somewhere, or have at least have a 2-sided weight for that pair, depending on what the hand makeup is, but... I suppose. Good to know, although I don't think if I can manage that somehow in this, that would be something special. Alright, Forever Dargan. So we're looking at Tenhou Pinfu here. With Ipeiko for a high end. So 5-man, 7-man. Nope. 8 dot would be fine. We can call that. I mean, 5 dot we could call as well, but we'd be stuck on the 7
Gee.
and we wouldn't be able to. Well, we'll see.
Each.
Reach 4-7. Ipeiko, Pinfu, Tenhou, Nodora. He wants to give me a 7 dot. It's my last dealer turn. Come on. They are, which is why I turned them off. Well, that's just being rude, you know. It's enough of the timer on there anyway, but... There are reasons why I always press the auto win button. I mean, originally it was because there were disconnection issues in the early days of Seoul, but now it's just habit. It means I don't have to worry about the damn thing. Unless I'm specifically targeting a specific person,
Pong.
which, you know, does happen. There's no reason to have that off, so...
Home.
4-7. Well, we'll have one more draw. Four seven. Somebody calls, drop the 7 dots. Well, fours are taken up there at least. Well, I'm no longer in last. We have successfully avoided last place, for the time being at least.
Home.
Alright, let's cut the 1-2 for the moment. Okay, 5 pairs, so we're 1 from 7 pair Tenpai. What are you talking about? I had a Yakuman the very hand before I went there in terms of general how things worked out. I got a counted Yakuman the very hand before I went into that tournament. So, clearly, that's the way to do it. I need a counted Yakuman before I can close for the night. I mean, another Yakuman would do as well. Let's be honest about this, but... You can also use the not call button, this is true. But if you turn the not call button on, how would you know how to Ponya everything?
G.
Home.
Pong.
Well, I feel my time is limited.
G.
Oh, I really wish I'd overcalled that now, but still, it would have been a bad play. Right. Let's back a step here. Stay on the 4-5-8 plan. See what happens. Turn I do that. The very turn I decide to, you know, settle for 7 pairs is the turn that happens. Main logic on the settling for 7 pairs is that I was running out of safe tiles, but... One north has been played. Yeah, I think we're just saving and we're not unfortunately going to get there. Not without a lot of luck right this second. 5-man, 8 so 7 dots. Wrong one. Does that get me anywhere though? Puts me with an outside chance of calling the tempo if 7 dot passes. Which seems a long shot on this board.
Home. Chi.
I'm glad that happened because I had no answer for that.
Sumo.
Oh, god darn it, Egan. Haite. Haite Endura. I am so annoyed at him for that. I mean, I played risky, but I was dealer. I kind of had to try and defend my last dealer turn if I could in that position. I pretty much now have no shot at winning unless I get something ridiculous. But he's not quite there yet. That wasn't an 8th Dan level play. It could clearly have been the only thing I was aiming for, but, you know. Oh dear. Oh well. Well, he is playing sensible discarding for the first time this game, so who knows? Egan, we need to sell this as an anime. We need to sell this as an anime to some people. You drop some mangas, we'll get this done.
Riichi.
But you are listening to this conversation again. Oh, maybe he's not. Maybe he's from the Chiral, actually. No, okay. Ignore the accusation. It is baseless. Alright, double Suji. We had the 8s we could play it missingly, but...
Gong.
It's not real. We've proven it. It cannot be done. It taunts you. That's all it does. It cannot be done. In terms of how believable I think the hand is, I believe Chungan, a hand I've never seen, has more likelihood of happening. He probably has a log where he's done it. Let's be honest about this. He does have game logs, and I've seen him do it. Nevertheless, it is impossible. Okay. I think we might be changing a plan here. Well. Sankansu is more probable than that. They're actually probably true. Well, you go through hands quicker and things are more likely, but I don't know. Right. Here we go. This is my last chance at a big hand, so we're going to force this, I think. Oh, is that a step backwards? That's a step backwards. I do like the pay weight in free player, I'll be honest. Riichi, Chinitsu, Pinfu. If we get the 4, we have an Itsu.
Riichi.
So it's a 1-4. This is a huge hand. Potentially, this is a monster hand, actually, so we'll see. Simo, I mean, it's already Hanneman. It's concealed. Reaching gives me the opportunity for Byman. Hagen's now just going to play dragons all the way and be safe. God darn him.
Riichi.
One man? One time? Forward up. I'd say, I'd deal into Aegon there, I was going to be so upset. Well, that felt like my shot. Yeah, I'm not sure I can come... I mean, you don't get too many of those, and this definitely isn't a hand that's on that sort of level. So I think that might be my shot at coming back into this game. Gone. 2 hands left to go. No, I think Riichi was necessary because I needed the Byman. I mean, Hanneman from there, non-dealer, with no points coming left. I don't think I could have reduced them by enough. I think I needed the Byman. Because Byman would have been 16,000 points plus 4,000 taken away. A 20,000 swing puts me in the game. Maybe a 1,600 swing would have done it as well, but... No, it was already Hanneman, because it was concealed Chinitsu. I already had Hanneman. But 1 Dora plus Ipeiko was Byman, so it felt like a good shot. Plus it was Pinfu as well, actually, so it was already 7. Well, I might be forcing the half flush here. Okay. Well, Hagen loses more points than I do, so we'll take it. Alright, last place avoidance Mahjong then. Nothing I can do to come back in any other meaningful way here, so... Yep, South 4 actually. Some very good shots at some potential comebacks, but oh well. Not much I can do from here. We'll just have to take third. And unfortunately, some games you have to take third. I would need a Hanneman direct hit on Lady Red. And I do have 4... Well, okay, hold on. Hold on. Maybe I have something here. We do have to worry, I guess, about Aegon pulling off a Hanneman here, but... Each Tanhou you draw a 4 would be Hanneman. Now we've got other options as well now. Cut 1, cut 2, cut 3. Yeah, I'm thinking Toy Toy might be the answer here. But it's late in the game for it, I'll concede that. Yeah, most likely we're just going to try and call and get this Toy Toy, Tenhou.
Pom.
Not yet. Not yet. We might be canning, but we'll see. Not going to do it just yet.
Kan.
Now, this is a step backwards in most traditional senses, and absolutely, this is a step back, especially with the 6s now gone. But we've got Toy Toys and added on now, so
Pom.
I don't know. No, all the cause of happening. No,
Pom.
this has gone nuts. Shouldn't have done this.
Pom.
It's gone wrong. There's no 8s left. There's 1 5 left, which I need played. No 7s left either. What have I done? I've just massively ruined this hand. Need a free-so.
Pom.
Pom.
5-dot single weight Paite for the win? Menidora?
Pom.
I got the Haite draw. Oh, no, there was a can. Of course there isn't. Well, we carry on again. All that calling, including Egan right at the end, and he doesn't actually make it there. No, no, no. I've heard the story. I must always can. I actually wouldn't mind. I know I've got 2 pairs of dragons here, but given what I need to have in my hand, no, I'd have been okay with a reset there. Well, yeah, I wasn't really looking at JPP. I was looking at Hanneman to overtake Lady Red, so... And I think this might be a good enough hand to do it. So, triple call, Honitsu. So we want... Yeah, I guess. We still got that as an option. It would be exactsies as well, but... Oh no, when we've got 1 repeat. Oh no, I would win off that. I don't think this is going to be a direct buyman, though. Not unless a lot of circumstances start overlapping. Well, I guess that's the side of the Honitsu, then.
Riichi.
Thankfully, 4 safe.
Pom.
Yeah, true. But only if he doesn't win.
ロン
Ah. He was doing the pause thing. You have to hurt him for that. Yeah, didn't have much of a choice in there. I only had one slim shot of getting back into it, and we remain in third place. Right, well, I think I'm going to call that a stream for today. Thanks for joining me. We actually had up to about 9 viewers at one point, which is kind of insane. And we had 6 people actually trying to play, which equally is insane. So, next week will be as usual. The week after that will be a little disrupted. And at some point in December, Vanna will be over and we will be doing more free-player Washizu Jong versus the chat. Assuming I can find my Washizu set somewhere in the packing stuff. Actually, I'm fairly certain I dug that out, so that's not too much of a problem. But, yeah. We look forward to that. So, till later, folks.